6 years ago, I started my first dropshipping store as a pimply-faced, scrawny, broke high schooler who didn't know the first thing about business. And I was actually initially inspired by a YouTuber named Sebastian Escueda, who started a series where he went from 0 to 100K on his own. And once I started to get some success in this game, I knew I wanted to do the same exact thing to inspire the next generation of dropshippers. So in this challenge, I'm going to show you the full behind the scenes of running my current companies and show you that regardless of your situation, whether you're in school or you're working 9 to 5, you have the time available to you, even if you're the busiest person in the world, to start a new side hustle that could potentially change your life forever.
All right, so realistically, we're probably gonna need one for each role of a product researcher, a guy who can build the websites, then a full-time video editor, which ideally I'd be paying about 15 to 20 bucks per ad. That would be great. That would make things go much more smoothly. So yeah, no, I think these trials look pretty good. Do we have access to his expense report at all? Like where you said he's listing these refunds?
It's just Triple Whale, but it was May that sent like a Google Doc. I think it was in the internal.
I think that's probably the next thing, honestly. I'm gonna write that down that we should work on. Harry needs to work on like just a standardized spreadsheet for expenses that all the students can use so we can better track this stuff.
Just content costs and
yeah, it should just have like, here's a list of all the software expenses, and then I know a lot of people will just have like a very simple thing where it's like, yeah, here's my ad spend, here's my cost of goods, here's the refunds, here's the revenue, and then here's the total profit, and then you have your software expenses on the side, and then that way we can easily just tell based on that. It doesn't have to be too complicated.
We had 23 add to carts, 10 reached checkouts, but only 2 converted. So just wanted to like review the product page later as well to see if there's anything I could improve on.
Yeah, when I see that, that definitely tells me there's potentially a price issue going on and an offer issue, but there's definitely some interest in the design, so there's definitely something there. Let's start with the product page and then we'll see everything else. See if there's anything
This is a product page. So I'm testing 2 offers right now. One is $39.99 with free shipping, and the other is $29.99, but with $10 shipping as well. And if I pull up the A/B convert, I don't know if this is like a good enough sample set yet to make a decision, but it looks like the original price has more motion going on. Variation has about 50 product views.
Yeah, definitely not enough. It's gonna need some more time because this has only been running for the last 2 days, so.
Day 2 of the challenge. We're out here golfing. There's the clubhouse, first hole. Not a bad first shot from the E-Dog. Little birdie look. Now that's how you start a day, ladies and gents.
God, even my shorts can't handle all this power. Golly, so much power in my pants.
Well, I just boomed all over my pants after that drive. I mean, take a look at that beauty. Jeez Louise. Blurry as hell. My camera is a little bit drunk today, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I've been using my phone. But just to get back on track with the challenge, right now it is Tuesday morning. We had a good day 1 of working on a ton of SOPs, trainings, tutorials, so that we can hire the right team. Because for this challenge, and I understand a lot of you that are working 9 to 5s only have a few hours to really spend on your side hustle, and I'm treating this like a side hustle. But I also realize if I'm gonna get to 6 figures a month before this year ends, I need to hire a team. I have to delegate. I have to have more man hours. I can't just have 2 hours a day working on the business. I need around 10. So I'm gonna leverage other people's time and have a product researcher, a website designer, and an ad editor that finds me products, builds the websites, and then creates the ads. So that way I can just put my money that I've accumulated from earning this bread and working my ass off selling those feet pics on my business. And realistically, it'll probably be around $200 to get the products ready and prepared, and then another $200 to test. So that's about $300, $400 when testing any product, which I know for a lot of people that's way too much money. I completely understand, and that's why it does save costs. If you're not gonna hire a team, you do it yourself, but you have to invest your time. And if you don't have the time, then it makes sense to delegate like a real CEO does. So day 1, although it was boring, we're setting down the foundation. This week, my goal is just to hire the right people. I don't wanna rush it and just hire someone today just so it looks like we're making progress, because progress can just be, hey, we sent out the trials to 10 different different candidates for each role. We'll then evaluate over the next 2 days who comes back with the best website, who comes back with the best product list. And then at the end of next week, if we have a good team in place, and I'll work on the store, I'll work on the other little things so that maybe we can get 1 or 2 products tested this week, then I would say we are in a great position to really succeed and kick this challenge in the ass compared to if I was just doing it solo, which I tried to do in the past, but I just simply did not have the time, as you can see just from the amount of meetings and other things I have to do with the other businesses that I run. But we are gonna have a great day golfing. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna kick some ass. This is my happy place, my serenity, if you can call it that, even though this is one of the most infuriating sports on planet Earth. But we're gonna have a good day. We have a lot planned, so we might not get too much done, but over the next few days, there's gonna be some good progress. Whenever I see a car with a spoiler, I always think it goes 100 miles per hour faster than it actually does. I mean, that's a Camry, for God's sake. I mean, you can put a spoiler on a Volkswagen Beetle, and I'll think it's a supercar. I mean, that'll confuse me. All right, boys, enough horsing around. We got a 4-hour work block, and a little bit of that is gonna be the challenge, but I do need to actually pay people at my companies. Ugh, these parasites, these leeches. I mean, I honestly rather stick my dick in a blender or a piranha pit than do this. I mean, I'd rather eat concrete than have to pay people over 5 figures every single 2 weeks. But yeah, if you're wondering how I do payments, I basically wire all my employees. I do it at the start of the month and then halfway through the month, so I do 2 pay periods. It's a lot of expense report, a lot of jargon. I'm very thankful I have a business partner, Harry, who does all the nitty-gritty, nerdy, technical stuff. You would think it's me, because just my natural on-camera persona, but I'm terrible at spreadsheets. Do I think Calidata can work in terms of selling hook ideas and concepts? So yeah, I personally love Calidata. I mean, you are seeing the most up-to-date ads that are continually crushing. I mean, you can see the ad data on there. I feel like that is the forefront of what's working on TikTok. It's even better than PP ads. So yeah, if you're in a place where you need to gather what concepts are working right now, what hooks, what visuals, Calidata, PP ads, Foreplay, all those places, those are the big 3 when it comes to getting ad inspiration, which I feel like all of you should do, especially if you've had creative problems. You need to be studying what the best brands are doing, taking those trends, taking those concepts, taking those hooks, and then just reworking them for whatever product that you're currently testing. And that's a great way to make your creatives, because obviously we have to make 12 to 16 creatives when testing, and that's a lot. And it takes a lot of inspiration, it takes a lot of templates and things ready to go. Do I recommend doing targeting for some type of products that are only for some people? For example, a sports product, would you do interests of that sport? Because usually you go for broad. It depends. So if I have a product that I know is for multiple target audiences, usually what I'm gonna do is identify the 2 biggest audiences, the ones that I feel like are most likely to buy this product. And then I'll have 2 ad ideas that talk to each one of them. So 2 concepts for one audience, 2 concepts for the other. Specifically right now, I know I have 2 students that are scaling up a product. They're selling, it's a pain relief product, but they're doing specifically for people that play pickleball, even though everyone selling that product is specifically doing it for hikers. So yeah, there's definitely some validity in, okay, I'm selling a product, everyone's targeting one market. Is there another market that's being not hit, but is buying this product when you do the research? Because when you read reviews on Amazon, when you go ChatGPT, do the market research, it will tell you, here's the top 5 markets that we see for this product. So if you see a market that's being untapped and it's a big one, I definitely go for it. At least try different concepts to see if you can make that your main market. And potentially the main market everyone's hitting is the best one, but you won't know until you test. And that's why we test everything. But obviously you have to have calculated tests. You can't test everything because it will take a lot of money to do so. But that's a pretty calculated risk, I'd say. Oh my lucky stars, it is Christmas Day. We got a package from the good people at Represent. I can't wait to represent their brand. All right, let's see. I don't want to reveal my address because I know you stalkers. All right, let's see. Let's rate the packing experience, boys. Poly bag, logo. You pay $140 for a shirt and all you get is a poly bag. So far, not terrible. The actual package itself had the logo. I'm taking note of all this stuff because I'm building my golf clothing brand and I'm studying what every other clothing brand does with their packaging. So let's see what they got. Hang tag. So they got the little hang tag here. Pretty thick. I actually really like this. I may need to send this over to my product designer for my golf brand. And it's got the, ooh, look at that. Yeah, it's got the little loop. That's smart. I like that. Not even gonna take that off yet. Here's the shirt though. Needed to have a swag care package. Oof. Oof. That's fire. I'll show you guys the back. That's beautiful. That's my spirit animal right there. That's what I imagine I look like. I really like the poly tag though. Super thick. Look how thick that is. That's a thick mama right there. Feels nice. Feels like a
wooden. It's not like super flimsy. Got the logo. Oh, we got a little message too. Let's see what this message is. Represent is the embodiment of relentless effort. I need to take a picture of this just to send over to my product person. I'm gonna send this video to her too.
Alrighty. Pizza delivery. I got an extra large sausage for my hungry guys.
I hear standing, bro.
All right. Really don't want this sausage to go to waste. What's going on, boys?
All right, someone give me my car keys.
Well, as part of my undefeated 16-0 year, we need a franchise running back. And I can't think of a better guy to lead the line than Christian McCaffrey. It's gotta be. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Pookster. You like being my little passenger princess? I mean, honestly, I'm just turning my car into a vlog car at this point. I feel like I'm an LA influencer. What's going on, Low Gang? Another crazy day of the vlog. It's rough out here, I'm not gonna lie. But it is day 3 of the challenge. Yesterday, we didn't get too much done. I did have a fantasy football draft. You know, gotta have your priorities straight. Fantasy football above everything else in life, even above my own wedding. Today, my game plan is to get Shrine installed, get my key apps, menus, navigation, just get the whole back end of my website done. I also figure out what my brand name's gonna be. This is a 6-figure a month brand. Gotta have some attention to detail. I'm definitely not gonna just whip up some business name on some AI generator and just get it after 30 seconds. No, we're gonna put some time, thought, a few weeks into that, because that's a pretty key decision. If your website doesn't look beautiful, if you don't have a great brand name, how are you supposed to make sales? Definitely has nothing to do with your products or your offers or your creatives. Anyone who tells you that is, yeah, they're bullshitting you. They're all liars, all con artists. But yeah, that's my game plan today, and then we have a bunch of people being trialed for the different job positions as we mentioned earlier this week. So it's gonna take a few days to get that back. So I kind of just have a lot of downtime to kill. And I also am gonna see if there's any products on my old product list that are interesting, and we'll probably do some product research today because Wednesdays are a big filming day for me for other YouTube videos that my little hungry pooksters need to watch. So I need to film a product research video and a website video. So I think I'm just gonna double dip and basically make a new website for this challenge and then just show you guys me building that in that fully dedicated website tutorial. And then the same thing with the product research. Your boy's kind of innovative. He's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. So that's my game plan today. And then tomorrow I'm planning on maybe going to a Childish Gambino concert. We'll see. Based on how much work we get done today, I'll see if I'll reward myself with that. But we're off to the gym. I need to get a little bit of food in me beforehand. So I'm probably gonna get a big old slab of meat, like a burger or something. Then I also need a bit of a haircut. Your boy's looking a little ratty. The sides are a little too long right now. I gotta get that ninja taper fade. You boys already know what's up. But that's pretty much my whole game plan today. Nothing too crazy, just a lot of filming, a lot of prep work, and then hopefully the end of this week we'll have some more progress.
2 hours later.
All I'm gonna say, boys, is hide your girl, call 911 because the Rizzler is coming out Friday night. And if your girl, God forbid, is at the club, I mean, she's not even your girl regardless, but if she's at the club Friday night, don't hate the player. She ends up being in my bed later that night. I don't make the rules, but I'm sending out a warning now. I'm for the boys. I love my barber. It's this Latina chick who doesn't even speak a word of English. We don't say an entire word for 30 straight minutes. It's just all body language and energy. And because the reality is if she did speak English, she would fall in love with me instantly. As soon as they learn about this dropshipping lifestyle, every single girl immediately melts and wants to be your boo. Just letting you know, if you start dropshipping and join my one-on-one program, that's what's gonna happen. I don't make the rules. When you join and create that first dropshipping store and make a sale, girls just flood your DMs. I don't understand it. It just kind of happens. I do love her though. Yeah, we don't exchange an entire word because everyone wants a barber where you talk about the meaning of life, have these super deep conversations. No, I want to get in there, raw dog it, not say a word, just make awkward eye contact while she looks at me in the mirror and then I look at her in the mirror and give her those eyes. Game over. Makes every girl melt. But that's enough tomfoolery. Let's get to work, boys. Honestly, this theme is speaking to me right now. This is beautiful. It's only like 40 bucks too, but the hero section, look at that little bullet point benefits here, comparison to other products, Q&A. Oh, the bullet point benefits look schmexy. Bro, for 40 bucks. I mean, this looks like a legit big brand. I mean, Olivia Skin Co. I'm definitely a dupe of Rose Skin Co., which, I mean, they do 500,000 a month, and this is basically identical to their product page. So many sections. It's super branded looking. This might end up being our theme. I mean, obviously our product page designer is gonna build product pages the way they want to do it, but I feel like for that core theme, this should do the trick 100%. This is beautiful. All right, recording is on. Looking good, looking good. Finding winning products using free methods video. All right, let's nail this one. Need a good intro. Let's think. Hey Pookie, now that it's Q4, the clock is ticking, ticking, ticking on you to be able to find your first winning product before it's too late and you become a sad, lonely virgin that eats Doritos while playing video games for the rest of your life. So it is imperative that you learn exactly how to find winning products for free before the clock hits midnight. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you my favorite methods to find winning products for free so that you have absolutely no excuse to not get on the dropshipping train. Alrighty, that video is now done. That was about an hour and 15 minutes of recording, I'd say. It's pretty standard for most of my videos. They end up being about 15 to 20 minutes once they're actually edited. My editors have to cut out a lot of fat because I usually mess up and I'll say a line and then I mess up on one word, and the perfectionist in me needs that to be cut out immediately. I mean, my editors have seen so many things. I should honestly have to pay for their PTSD and their therapy appointments because it's bad. They have to see a lot of cringy jokes. So shout out to them for editing this video and editing all the videos in the past because they've had to gone through a lot. It's basically like being a soldier. There's some cookie cutter programs potentially out there. I haven't been through a lot of the more common ones, but yeah, I think this skill, like dropshipping is a skill, and it does boil down to just like who is the best marketer, who can, yes, create the best creatives, split test the offers, do those little things that no one really talks about because it's not the sexiest. But yeah, once you get those things down, it does make a big, big difference. Then I'd ideally like to look at the last 3 days of data. So let's just do like the 3rd to the 5th. So yeah, 2nd to the 4th. I know in your case, your break even, you said was around the 30, 35, I believe for this product. So retro second wave. So since you do have 3 days of data, I think, yeah, you're at the point where we can probably cut some fat, but yeah, you are right. If things are not tracking properly in the ad account, we can't make proper decisions. So I believe best thing for you to do, since your store's doing, yeah, a few $100s a day, we definitely need more accurate data. So we tracked, I would delete the Facebook and Instagram sales channel because yes, that does complicate things and double tracks. Like your website's doing its job though. Like you're making $2 a visitor. Whatever you're doing with those split test offers, it's doing its job. We just need to keep finding new creatives and keep getting that cost per link click lower through creative testing and potentially, just testing new audiences with those winning ads. My guess is we're gonna price these at like 100 to 125 a polo. So yeah, all in. I would ideally like a 3 to 4x on like all the costs. So like you said, like 30%. And yeah, it seems way more realistic with these other ones because I'm assuming, so let's say each shirt costs us like 30 bucks to make. Yeah, you said what, like a third of that should be the actual fabric typically?
When you make it in Asia, your quantity is a little low, but I'm just trying to keep that in mind so that when you go to production later on, we have that as a point of reference. And then you mentioned like about 100 to 125 max for polo.
Yeah.
So certain ones, there's one that's like 478.
Mm-hmm.
That one feels a little on the less expensive side. And then there's one that's 470. It's a little bit beefier to me. So the reference number 4895.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have 7880. Then we have 8501 is the priciest. 7880. That one is like $10, $10.70. I think that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a 4895. That's 470. That's perfect.
Yeah, this 11.
We'll take the pricier one out of the equation.
Yeah, I'd say either 7,880 or 7,811. Yeah, if they're that cheap, I'd want to use good materials, of course. So, did you get a chance to look at the material that what was our competitors using? Like, what was it? Did Peter Millar? Because Peter Millar, I just know it was like the polyester. It's always the polyester blend.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like very specific. Yeah, so basically you're having trouble scaling with the current creatives you have because they can only scale to a certain level. So most likely need more volume of creatives to identify more winning creatives, and then therefore you'll be able to scale to higher numbers. It kind of sounds like.
Yeah. This 2 days, I just try to, change the, or update the creative. So I scale down a little bit.
Yeah, makes sense. Do you have anyone on your team that's making creatives, like a video editor, content creators, anything like that?
I don't right now.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And yeah, that's why I wanted to, have this meeting today so we can kind of discuss what that would look like to kind of start building that team up and having more of a foundation, starting to delegate, build more of a team that can do a lot of that work for you. So let me share my screen and I'll kind of break down how it works when we do partner with students, and yeah, we can see if it potentially makes sense to work together. So yeah, we've pretty much helped, I would say 6 out of the last like 7 students we partnered with get to 30K from their like doing around $1,000 a day to now doing $3 to $4 to $5 a day consistently. And our goal when we partner with students is once you get to this point of your business, usually getting to that next stage of 5 to 10 grand days, it is a big leap for people. Because yes, you need to learn how to hire, you need to learn how to manage, how to delegate, how to actually build a team, because you can't really do it when you're one person. At least that's what we see with a lot of cases. And I'm sure you're starting to feel that, where it's a lot of work on your end. So what we do with the partnership program is you get to keep working with your one-on-one coach. So you'll keep getting those weekly calls, messages, etc. But on top of that, you also get a weekly call with me and my business partner, Harry, because we will be partnering with you on the store to diagnose what's going right with the store, what's going wrong. Same thing on the ad side and the media buying side, because we'll have full access to everything to tell you what we believe is best and what we would personally do in your situation. And if you want us to personally handle the media buying side of things, we can do that. In a lot of cases we do, just so you have a more experienced, seasoned person handling the day-to-day operations there. Alrighty, hey, what's going on, Sam? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on? I just wanted to kind of check in on you and see like how's everything kind of going over the last couple of weeks with the brand.
I guess interesting would be the word.
How so?
That's interesting because I'm seeing like pretty good results, especially when it comes to the store. Like, because when I say store, I mean like Shopify statistics, right? Because I have like a really good conversion rates into like there's been like days where I made like over 1K to 2K. One I think was, I don't know if it was over 2K or...
Yeah, no, I got a similar read when I was talking to your coach about everything. And yeah, it seems like main problem is just the inconsistency and just needing to be a little bit more profitable overall on those sales, like you said. And a lot of money's going into testing new things and the tests aren't working as well as we'd like. So yeah, you're right. We do need more winning creatives. There's 100%. That is probably the biggest issue you have. If your store's converting 4-6%, it's doing its job. I'm sure there's a few things we can tweak on the back end to make it even more profitable, but it's most likely the big thing to play around with is getting that cost per link click down, getting some more winning creatives, having a system there. But yeah, no, I definitely got a good sense based on what you said there, so I appreciate that. Well, if I was in your shoes and it's been 2 days and I have gotten 2 purchases, that's a great sign. So if it was me, I would say I would let each ad group spend to my break even. And typically my 2 rules are if it spends to half my break even without an add to cart, then I'm killing it. All of these ad groups do have add to carts though, so I think you're justified in leaving them on. So at this point, yeah, I'd let them each spend to around 35. And if they don't get a purchase, then we kill it. There also is the fact that, yeah, you do have one of these ad groups that did get a purchase most likely and didn't track. I'm assuming based on the data, it's most likely the bottom one since it has double the checkouts as the other ones. So I'm just gonna assume neuropathy and edema are the ones that got the 2 purchases. So with that in mind, I'd say with lymphedema and the other, yeah, let it spend to 35, 36. If it doesn't get a purchase, you're gonna kill it. Neuropathy and edema, since we're assuming that they got a purchase, my next rule would be typically I spend to double my break even, and if it doesn't get a second purchase, then it's a kill. So both of those are most likely gonna spend to 70 before we make any decisions. Now, if neuropathy does get another purchase, then we can potentially start to scale that up since it would be very profitable. I would say you need to give it about a half a day to a day longer to really make those decisions. Like you can't kill anything yet, you can't scale anything yet. It's kind of in limbo. I would take note though, cost per click was a bit high. So when you do start to scale, it's most likely gonna be, okay, we need new creatives. Yeah, because 7 added carts to 2 purchases is pretty solid, pretty standard. 45 link clicks, 2 purchases. I mean, that's 4% conversion rate, which is solid. So yeah, the big thing I would note is that in the meantime, while you wait, it might not be the worst idea to look at the neuropathy ads and see, okay, can I make 4 to 5 new variations that we can potentially test again, because this is going to be a product that you're going to be putting in a little effort because it's showing you some life here. I know it's a little low. That would be ideal if it could just stay there, but it's not staying there. Alrighty boys, we have finished our Friday work. I still got business on my mind, especially with my golf clothing brand. Had a meeting with my creative director yesterday where we went over the designs and what the constructions of the shirts can look like. She gave me 5 totally unique polos, which were crazy looking. So now we actually have to get the graphic on them, figure out what little details and accents we're gonna put on that to truly make it unique and have that country club, luxurious, prestigious feel. And it was really interesting to see that with a lot of brands that are similar to mine that are charging $100, $150 a shirt, their materials are not that great. They're using very, very cheap materials. So the margins obviously are insane, but I want to have a brand that really does focus on quality from every single degree, the materials, the construction, the marketing, the photography. So it's going to cost a lot of money to do that. I'm going to lose a good amount of money on the first couple drops, but if it all goes according to plan, it'll be a good long-term play, and that'll be a brand I can sell 5-10 years down the line for cool 8 figures, and then we are set for life. Now, with the dropshipping store, I did play around a bit with the theme. I still have some more playing around to do. It's very exciting. There's a lot of good sections in there. So there's a product that I'm right now working on specifically just so I can nail down that product page, and then I'll be able to film the YouTube tutorial for you guys and what I'm doing there. It'll probably be like a budget website tutorial. So I'm excited for that. I'm going out with a few of my buddies that go out religiously, and we're gonna dance on the line. We're gonna figure out our moves. It's the most white form of dancing on earth. If you've never been line dancing, it's basically like a cult-like ritual where every single person on the dance floor dances exactly the same way. It's a choreographed dance. Every song has their own dance. And when you first see it, you're like, oh my God, I am a part of a cult, because it's just a bunch of white people all dancing in sync together. Sorry, my camera kind of fell. But I actually enjoy it. When you go out to the bar, I mean, a big part of it is being able to dance. And when I first went to these bars, would see these beautiful girls, but I didn't have the chance to have fun. I would just be sitting at the bar. So I'm gonna try to learn a few new dances. They do teach classes. It should be fun. Also, I have one of my friends that's gonna be joining me, this beautiful girl named Bryce. She's my best friend in the world. Don't get any ideas. I'm watching you, buddy. Should be a fun time. Hopefully we'll hit on some beautiful blonde biddies, some beautiful girls, and find my wife tonight. You never know. No pressure. We're just here to have fun, learn some dances, have a good time, but I still got business on my mind, because I know a lot of my friends, when they're done with work, they don't want to think about it at all. But when I'm out at the club or bar, the only thing I'm thinking about is my businesses. It's kind of, I don't know if that's a good thing. I am obsessed with them, but it's kind of hard to plug out. It's the same thing when I'm on vacations too. I'm always thinking about work. It's kind of hard to, just shut off my brain when it comes to these ideas, but I think that's also part of being great. You have to just be dialed and focused in like that. But I'll see you at the bar.
Daily available, or is there a weekend? Or?
Yeah, I usually come up to Fort Lauderdale on the weekends. So Friday night, I usually go up there. So Saturday, Sunday, any of those days, I can make it up there and take a look at it.
Okay. All right. Raquel and Marty, do you want to be there?
Yeah, I could be there.
So today is Thursday. Linda, do you have a schedule available for the weekend?
Well, I think my schedule will probably be Sunday earlier in the day.
So quick update check, ladies and gentlemen. We have figured out our brand name of our 6-figure brand, and it's gonna be Ravala. I just love the sound of it. It sounds like Valhalla. It's very strong, very Nordic. It's powerful, and that's exactly what we're gonna need if we're gonna scale to 10 grand a day. So we got the domain ready to go. It's right now pending, which is gonna take around 24 hours. So in the meantime, I have found a product I wanna start working on, which is going to be this leg massager. It's a pretty cool product. It's a problem solver. It's got the right AOV and perceived value to it. So right now I'm using my ChatGPT prompts and doing my market research, while also coming up with the sickest logo you've ever seen in your life. Jeez Louise, if logos were women, then I would wife this one up. So I made the hot dog version of my logo right here, and then when it comes to this theme, it has multiple templates, as you can see right here: dark, landing page, product alt. You probably can't see it because you don't have the 20/20 vision like I do, but I basically made a duplicate of one of the templates I really liked. I believe it was the product_alt, and that's the one we're gonna be building the leg massager on. Ignore the baddie Latinas here, I know, very distracting, but this one one has a lot of sections I really, really like. So I'm just gonna write the description. So now I'm gonna do some market research. So I'm gonna read these reviews on Amazon, and then I'm gonna use my ChatGPT prompts to understand what are the main value propositions, problems, benefits that my target audience actually cares about, so I can write effective marketing in my product description, my scripts. This is the bread and butter. This is how you differentiate, because dropshipping is all direct response marketing. It's who is the best marketer and understands the audience at the deepest level and can make their copy relatable. So this is how I differentiate and scale stores from 0 to 10 grand days, selling products that you've probably sold as well, but couldn't even make a sale with. This is the main difference, and this is how my students also scale from 0 to a grand a day, even if they're complete beginners. You gotta have the templates, you gotta have the resources, and boy oh boy does this speed up the whole entire process of testing products. Ladies and gentlemen, I present her. And even though it's way past my bedtime, she is beautiful. Custom product images, product name. The copy is super detailed, handles the objections, gets the benefits across, the use cases, recover faster, feel stronger, reclaim your life. I love the sound of that. We got social proof, but I am going to add a video review section because there are some good Amazon video reviews that I want to add in here, and then a customer review section, and we are good to go. This is looking schmexy. Now in the next video of the challenge, I'm going to show you the finalists for the team I'm building. So with the video editor, we got tons of trials, product researcher as well, and I do have some notes, but I feel like we made some great progress this week. We set the bedrock, we set the foundation, and I will see you in the next video.